Ladies and gentlemen, this is a News Now Nation special report. I am Daryl Dukes. We are coming to you on the air to bring you the latest information that we have regarding the incident that happened around a little over 24 hours ago in Manchester, in the United Kingdom. This incident, if you haven't been briefed up to date, this incident took place at a Ariana Grande concert. Well, after Ariana, I'll explain. So the singer Ariana Grande, which we all know from Nickelodeon series Victorious and Sam and Cat, she just got done doing a performance, and she just got done doing an encore rather, and something happened. A bomb or so went off, a nail bomb, and like I said, this has happened after her concert. And as we know so far, the Islamic State, also known as ISIS, has claimed responsibility. There are 22 people dead and another 60 are injured, and mostly of the dead are young children. Because again, this was an Ariana Grande concert, and Ariana Grande is basically pulled towards more the young children, and well, popular among young children that we use that lane. That we use that terminology. She's popular among the young children. And according to TMZ, she has suspended the rest of her tour after tonight. After the incident happened late yesterday night in the United Kingdom. According to TMZ, she was inconsolable after the bombing, and after she's incapable of performing right now, which is totally understandable. Now, police has identified the suicide bomber, as 23-year-old Salman Abdin. I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. And this was the last time London had an attack like this with mass casualty was back in, if I'm mistaken, 2005, which left 56 people dead and another 700 injured. Now, no, there was a press conference held by British officials not too long ago, which they didn't provide any more updates, so to speak, on what's the incident. All the information that we actually took from it is that feelings are raw, and they will have a visual at 6 p.m. this evening. Now, here in the United States, we're 5 hours behind, so right now it's 12:47 here on the East Coast. So it's 5:47 over in the United Kingdom. So in another, I want to say 13 minutes at the top of the 1 o'clock hour here in the Eastern Standard Time, 5 o'clock over in 6 o'clock over in the United Kingdom. They have some sort of visual remembering the 22 people that were killed and the 60 that were injured. No, this is like I said, this is one. The majority of the victims here are children. I was just watching a YouTube clip not long ago, and some of the parents rather, are posting up pictures and saying that they haven't heard from their child since a few hours before the concert. So they are frankly don't know they don't know where their child is, and some fear that their child may be among the dead, which officials gave out two names earlier, which is the youngest one was 6 years old. Another one of the victims, who was 18, actually met Ariana Grande before a couple years ago and actually took pictures with her. We'll go into more details on a special edition of One Saturday Morning this weekend, dedicating to regarding that incident. And like I mentioned, Islamic State has claimed responsibility for this incident. Ariana Grande has suspended the rest of her world tour due to this. And again, according to TMZ, she was inconsolable after she found out of the bombing. and she is, and I quote, incapable of performing. Now, um, the name of the suicide bomber is 23-year-old Solomon Abdi. I'm not hoping I'm pronouncing that right. He was born and raised in the Manchester area, and he basic according to what that was reporting, he claimed his allegiance to ISIL, and um, he claimed his allegiance to ISIL, and hence that's why ISIL is claiming responsibilities for this actions. And like I mentioned, according to Al Jazeera, the last time there was a deadly attack on terror was a few years ago. I want to say about 2005, if I'm not mistaken. We'll have 56 people dead and another 700 injured. Like I just mentioned not too long ago, we'll air a special edition of One Saturday Morning, dedicating the entire show to the act of terror that happened in Manchester, with according to celebrity reaction, the initial reports, and any updates um, that we may know so far. So just be on the lookout for that. For this News Now Nation special report, Terror in Manchester, I am Derek Dukes, and until we meet again, friends, stay gold.